The candidates for November are set.
I know Donald Trump's type.
Between now and Election Day,
we are not going back.
A campaign season unfolding faster.
Kamala Harris is not getting a promotion
Than any in recent history.
Make America great again.
Follow it all with new episodes every weekday on the NPR Politics Podcast.
This is WCBU's Out and About. I'm Dr. May Gilliland of ArtsPartners of Central Illinois. And today, artist Barbie Perry joins me in the studio to talk about her installation Hope Chest, on display now through October 18th at the Contemporary Art Center of Peoria. Barbie, welcome to Out and About.
Thank you, May, and it's so nice to be here.
This is an installation that celebrates creative feminine energy. Tell us what that means and what was your inspiration?
Well, the inspiration for this exhibit, it took me a couple of months to come up with it. I was invited about a year and a half ago from William Butler at the CAC, and I decided to utilize a piece of crochet tablecloth that my mother had made, and due to her Alzheimer's, was unable to finish. So that was the inspiration in terms of the beautiful work that is so often relegated to hope chests or furniture once they're made, sometimes decorative items for Christmas, but it's such an integral part of our decorative arts growing up.
What was the preparation and execution like for this installation?
And it took me about a year and a half to come up with a solid idea. The great thing about an installation is that all of the work is made specifically for this space and for this exhibit. So it is very comprehensive.
And those materials, they are doilies, you make use of mandalas. I know that there's so much to it, but can you give us a little bit of an overview of what that means to you?
Sure. I'm a multidisciplinary artist, so I work in a wide variety of mediums. A lot of the materials that you will see here were gifted to me. People that had doilies that were sitting in their hope chests or now in their basement in a bin, as well as plaster work. There's a painting. There's mandalas that have been created with watercolor to just show the explosive nature of energy. The installation has work that hangs from the ceiling in 3 different areas. Many of the works are actually 3-dimensional, so they're not necessarily sculpture, but they can be viewed in round, as well as the beautiful shadow play that happens from the light coming through, and they're hung so that you can actually experience the shadow as part of that work. There's also a floor mandala that was created by 3 people over the course of 3 hours. And the work is all over the place. So when you walk in, you're going to see several pieces hanging from the ceiling, things on the floor. It's very chaotic and energetic and celebrates that element of art making, the process that happens, the people that come together to make it happen. And that's what I hope when people come in, they can feel that energy and celebrate along with us in discovering art.
Well, I think a key part of that, if we're able to, and we'll share these dates with everyone online, but there's a chance for folks to come and interact with you and learn more about this installation. Why do you think that's so important?
It is interesting to hear people's viewpoints on what the art is about, because we all approach art with our own experience and our own stereotypes, knowledge or lack thereof. And I think that it will be very interesting for folks to understand where I'm coming from and the different layers that we get to see of how issues and perceptions intersect, and you'll have a better understanding of what exactly the work is about. There's multiple layers to it, and it's very beautiful, and it's also very fun.
I can't wait to see it. That was Barbie Perry talking about her installation Hope Chest, on display now through October 18th at the Contemporary Art Center of Peoria. Barbie, thank you so much for joining me in the studio today.
Thank you for having me, May.
You've been listening to Out and About, production of WCBU and ArtsPartners of Central Illinois. Our producer is Jody Holtz. Each week, we connect you to the arts community by talking with local arts leaders, artists, and performers. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you download.
Support for arts and culture coverage on WCBU comes from PNC Financial Services. PNC is committed to supporting local art and culture events in the communities they serve.